If you're a B2B tech seller and you don't have a winning elevator pitch, what are you doing? Come on. You've always got to be ready in sales. And if you don't have a good pitch, it's going to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars or maybe even more. So in this video, I'm going to share my proven elevator pitch that I've used at Oracle, Google Cloud, and a startup to drive over 15 million in collective revenue. So you can steal it to set more meetings, build more pipeline, drive more revenue, and put more commission in your pocket. All right, let's dig into it. So imagine you're in a literal elevator at the bar in some random spontaneous situation, maybe at a networking event, and a high potential prospect asks you, "What do you do and how can you help us?" This is what I'd say. At this stage, I can't say I really know your business, so the last thing I want to do is jump to conclusions about how we can help you out without having a further conversation around your needs and priorities. And I can't even say that we're a fit to help until we have that deeper conversation. And the last thing you probably want is a sales guy like me talking your ear off about how great I think we are. So what I'd rather do, instead of telling you what I think, is share a perspective from another HR SaaS company like yourself on why they chose to partner with us. So when we first connected with Monday.com, we connected with their senior director of marketing, and they were running into some significant challenges around web development, cycles taking way longer than they should, costing way more than they should, and as a result, they were missing important business deadlines and missing out on growth opportunities. So we worked together with them to review their current web development process, identify key bottlenecks, and ultimately implement Webflow as a solution to substantially reduce the time it took to ship new web experiences from 2 weeks down to 2 days, helping them hit their important business deadlines, saving thousands of dollars on site maintenance, and reallocating those savings from site maintenance to promotional efforts in the growth of the business, driving $100,000 in incremental top-line revenue. And the reason they turned to us to solve this problem over other worthy alternatives in the market wasn't just because of the simplicity and impact of our technology, but because of our ability to demonstrate that we wanted to build a true long-term partnership that drove their growth and adapted to their unique needs. Now, again, I know I don't know your current situation and if you even have priorities around improving your content development lifecycle, but would it be worth a quick conversation sometime next week to learn more about your current needs, your current goals, and explore if we can produce similar results for you? End scene. That's my winning pitch. It works, and let's break down why it works. There's 3 steps to this framework, and step 1 is reducing sales pressure and putting the prospect at ease by acknowledging that you don't know their current situation. You might be a biased seller, and you don't really know if there's a true fit to help them out. Step number 2 is turning it into a customer testimonial, telling a tailored story that's relevant to their industry, their company, and their role to show them what's in it for them and that you get their world. And when you tell this story, you want to speak the language of business outcomes. You want to share clear business value. And business value comes down to increasing revenue, expanding market share, reducing time or increasing productivity, saving money, reducing costs, and reducing risk. And you also want to highlight the magnitude of the business impact. We help them save thousands of dollars. We help them drive 100,000 in top-line revenue. And then, as a cherry on top, you want to share your differentiation, why the customer chose you over other options in the market. And step 3 is closing with an ask to see if you can produce similar results for them. But here's the key to making this ask powerful. You're showing you're still not jumping to conclusions. You're not assuming that you know their current situation or that solving the problem is a current priority. And you're not assuming you know for a fact that you can help, but you're suggesting that it's going to be worthwhile to have a conversation either way. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Steal this elevator pitch framework and adapt it to the context of your own company, your market, your customer base, your solutions, and the problems you solve, and why customers choose you over alternatives in the market. And if you're also looking to master the phones and crush cold calling from opener to closing to set the meeting and dealing with objections as well, then make sure to download my free cold calling system linked in the description of this video. You're going to get mindset tips to show up at your best, several cold call script options that are proven to work, and 15 different objection examples with responses that work. So make sure to download that free cold call system linked in the description of this video. And if you're an SDR or account executive in tech sales who wants tailored one-on-one coaching with me to tailor your elevator pitches, your cold emails, your LinkedIn social selling strategy, and ultimately help you master your role, hit your quota, and up level to your next promotion, then consider booking time with me to apply for coaching. My Tech Sales Accelerator program is very thorough and one of the best in the industry. And if I take you on, because I do have limited capacity, so I can't work with everyone, I will give you everything I've got. So if you want to apply for that coaching, the link to apply is linked in the description of this video. You'll find my Calendly link, and we're going to have a great conversation. I look forward to getting to know you, and I appreciate you for tuning in and being a part of this growing tech sales community, for investing in your personal and professional development, and to your success in tech sales and in life. Happy selling and happy living, and I'll see you in the next one.